This is Tamiku on Nintendo Switch, a very challenging little game this. Good little intro, basically gives you the gist of the game. You can go off screen like that, left or right. You can pop the balloons, or just collect the rest of the balloons and you move on to the next level. I think there's 8 worlds and 16 levels. And yeah, it does get tough. I have to admit, it's a toughie this game. I am no good, you'd be surprised to hear, that I am just, well, useless this game. No good at all. Beyond pathetic. I mean, this actually brings back memories of me playing Donkey Kong and how bad I was at that game. Jet Set Willy, the same on the ZX Spectrum. Yeah, I'm really old school. I played all the consoles. This is definitely one of the better parts of the game, the panic mode. Trust me, you will panic. You will have to get a high score. Some of the left-right areas off screen are inaccessible by a little wall, so timing is the key. The enemies are varied and they will challenge you. They have kind of strange movements. One will go left to right, others will go up and down. Some of the enemies that normally go left and right will suddenly in the next round go down as well as up and sideways, just to make things a little bit more difficult for you. You know, the enemies give you a bit of a challenge. Of course, the fiery dude is annoying as hell. As this was the early gameplay, I was really struggling the first few levels with that guy. You will too. It's a frustrating little game, but as you get better and better at it, it becomes less stressful, and even the panic mode actually helps you sometimes. The barrels, the exploding well, balloons or bombs, whatever the hell they are, they do kind of add a little charm to the game. It's chipset music really gets you in the mood for some good old retro action, so I suppose it's not such a bad game. Kind of brings you back to your childhood. Again, my childhood was fraught with nightmare games. Asteroids, oh, I was terrible at that. Battlezone, I was good at that one. Tron, classic game. Some lovely games back in the past I've played, but mainly the platformers and games like this really did give me nightmares because I just wasn't that good at them. And this game, despite its charm, could do with a little bit more fleshing out. Maybe some mini modes. You know, fun game modes would be good. Or a better point system. It's a bit too retro. I'd like a modern version of this game. You know, maybe modernise the graphics and just add a little twist to the game. Just not a variety here. But again, that's not what the game's going for. When you complete your level, it makes you feel good. And your score carries on to the next level, and that's not too bad. There is no leaderboards, no online stuff at the moment, unless I missed it, but didn't seem to be that. As you can see, enemies are varied, little nods to Space Invaders, Pac-Man, it's all here. The look of the game is meant to be retro, some little twists on each level as it makes the difficulty of the levels kind of ramp up. Some of the enemies, as I said, well, are challenging. They can hinder your game really, they just kind of spoil the fun sometimes. Notoriously difficult enemies will really hamper the game because it just pees you off a bit. Overall, don't let that get by you. If you're used to playing Donkey Kong and you're good at that, this should be a breeze. Even Pac-Man, if you're good at Pac-Man, this game should be easy for you. It's simplistic in its charm and definitely worth getting for the price. It's not a rip-off. It's genuinely well priced, like all ratalaika games. So enjoy.